Habari zenu wa Kenya wenzangu. Hello my fellow Kenyans. I'm Kakonga the coach and the pioneer of Vision Total Football Kenya. Before we begin, wa Kenya wenzangu, remember to subscribe to this channel. But leo hii, today, I want us to talk about European club riches. Yeah, the money that European clubs are making in football, wa Kenya wenzangu. There is money to be made in football, wa Kenya wenzangu. This is why when I say Kenya, we are not making any money out of football. Football has become a burden. Really, it is important we reform our football so that our country can benefit from football. Wa Kenya wenzangu, I want to start by saying this. The richest club in the world is Real Madrid. And Real Madrid made 80 billion Kenya shilling last year. Turnover, mwaka mmoja, that's their income. 80 billion. Now, second is Manchester United. Last year, Manchester United made 70 billion Kenya shilling. 1 year income. Manchester City is third. Manchester City made 60 billion last year income. Now, the next is Arsenal. Arsenal made 50 billion Kenya shilling last year. So this is 1 year. So now, let us deal with the English clubs. So the top 3 English clubs put together: Manchester United 70 billion, Manchester City 60 billion, Arsenal 50 billion. So the 3 clubs put together in 1 year, just last year, they made 180 billion Kenya shilling, wa Kenya wenzangu. Just the 3 clubs, and you know there is 20 clubs in English Premier League. So wa Kenya wenzangu, imagine what 180 billion could do for Kenya. And that's coming from 3 clubs alone. Manchester City, in the last 1 year, yeah, it has employed new employees, new people to work for Manchester City. 120 new people to work in Manchester City. So Wakenya wenzangu, money is there in football. But Wakenya wenzangu, I want also to talk about Everton. You know Everton, yeah? Everton kit, ile jersey, t-shirt wanavaa, Everton is sponsored by SportPesa. But Wakenya wenzangu, think about it. How much is Everton getting from SportPesa? 1 year for this jersey, the Everton jersey, the blue jersey that you see Everton wearing. 1 year, the deal, yeah, from SportPesa is 1.2 billion Kenya shilling, Wakenya wenzangu. But the deal is for 5 years. So in 5 years, Everton will get from SportPesa, yeah, 6 billion just coming from jersey sponsorship. That's what SportPesa is going to pay, or is paying Everton. This deal started in 2017. When you think on the other side, how much SportPesa is giving Kenyan clubs, yeah, Gor Mahia is getting 60 million a year for their kit, yeah, kit sponsorship. The kit that Gor Mahia wear, the t-shirt, hiyo ina jina ya SportPesa. So Gor Mahia inapata 60 million per year, wa Kenya wenzangu. Everton is getting 1.2 billion a year. So wa Kenya wenzangu, you can see what is 60 million compared to 1.2 billion. Same year, same sponsor. So wa Kenya wenzangu, we must do something about our Kenyan football so that it has value. So clubs can get good sponsors, wa Kenya wenzangu. Another secret I want to tell you. The place where Everton trains, yeah, Everton training ground, not where they play football, yeah, not where they play football at Goodson Park. I'm not talking about their stadium. I'm now talking about their training ground. Mahali ambapo wanafanya tizi, ambapo pia academy iko hapo in Everton. There is a sponsor who is sponsoring their training place. Yeah, just their training place. And guess how much Everton is getting? 500 million per year from this sponsor. They just want to be associated with the training place for Everton. And the sponsor is called USM. It is a company from Russia. And the owner of this company, yeah, the Russian, also is a shareholder in Arsenal. But now he's sponsoring training ground, Everton's training ground, and giving them 500 million per year. And the deal is for 5 years, the same as the SportPesa deal. So Everton is getting 1.2 billion from SportPesa for their jersey, and then Everton is getting 500 million per year, yeah, from the USM, yeah, the Russian sponsor who is sponsoring the training ground. So imagine, just so that the training ground, which is called Finch Farm, so now it is called USM Finch Farm. So it has a sponsor, this place where Everton trains. And for that sponsor to put their name there, to associate the sponsor's name with Everton, the sponsor is having to pay 500 million per year. For 5 years, 2.5 billion. Yeah, this Russian sponsor is having to pay so that his name is associated with Everton. So Wakenya wenzangu, you can see, to build a brand is so important. Good reputation is so important. Now, when I look back, like I just said, AFC Leopard, yeah, is getting 50 million a year from Everton. No, 50 million a year from SportPesa. On the other side, Everton is getting 1.2 billion a year for the kit, yeah, from SportPesa. So AFC Leopard 50 million a year. Everton 1.2 billion per year. Sponsor the same, SportPesa. Ask yourself the difference between the Kenyan football and the English football. It's about value wa Kenya wenzangu. The English football has so much value. Kenyan football is valueless wa Kenya wenzangu. No sponsor want to get involved with Kenyan football. And this is a disaster. And this is why I'm saying we need a holistic approach to reform our football, to usher in a new era for football. And this is why I keep saying when I talk about what needs to be done in Kenyan football, wa Kenya wenzangu, please support me, because I have been building a vision that's going to help Kenyan football for the last 7 years. Now I am there. Now I require support from the government. I require support from all Kenyans from all walks of life so we can change our football. Unless we bring value into our football, we are not going to get sponsors. Football all over the world is driven by sponsors, not the government, because the government has so many priorities. Yeah, it is impossible to ask the government to invest in football. Yeah, and this is what is happening. Football is not making money in Kenya. This is why, like FKF, Football Federation, is suffering. It is not making any money. The government is having to sponsor every single team in Kenya. The government priority should be about investing in hospital, education, looking after disabled people, pregnant mothers, buying medicine. But this is not going to happen because areas like football, where money should be generated, is not being generated. So therefore, football is becoming a burden to the nation. And this is why I say we must usher in a new era for football, Kenya wenzangu. Kenya wenzangu, something else I have looked into is that the money that Manchester United makes for 1 year could sponsor a Kenyan club for 17,000 a year. So this 70 billion Manchester United makes per year. At the moment, all the Kenya Premier League club, each one of them is getting 4 million per year from SportPesa. SportPesa is the title sponsor. It is the only sponsor the Kenya Premier League has. So the clubs are getting 4 million per year, each club. Now, that club would have to save for 17,000 years, that 4 million a year, 17,000 a year, to match the money that Manchester United is making in 1 year, wa Kenya wenzangu. So that means Manchester United can sponsor any club in Kenya, AFC Leopard, Gor Mahia, with 1 year income from Manchester United. It can sponsor any Kenyan Premier League club for 17,000 years, wa Kenya wenzangu. Man City can sponsor a Kenyan club like Gor Mahia, AFC Leopard, Kariobangi Sharks, whichever club, giving that club 4 million a year. Manchester City can sponsor that club, a Kenyan Premier League club, for 15,000 years. Arsenal, for 1 year income, the money Arsenal is making in 1 year alone, can sponsor Gor Mahia, AFC Leopard, or Kariobangi Sharks. One club, they are getting 4 million Kenya shilling from Arsenal. That club in Kenya can be sponsored for 12,000 years, wa Kenya wenzangu. 1 year income alone from a European club. This is humiliation. This is almost an abuse to football profession. This is why I'm saying, wa Kenya wenzangu, please let us join hands together. Let us forget about so many bad things that have happened in our Kenyan football. Let us start a new way in our Kenyan football, wa Kenya wenzangu. And this is why I said my idea is not eliminating those who are in Football Federation. It is about telling them you've been doing the wrong thing. Let us usher in a new era for football, wa Kenya wenzangu. Let us support each other. Let the government of Kenya take over vision Total Football Kenya that I have been working on for 7 years. Let the government implement this vision, and our football in Kenya is going to change, wa Kenya wenzangu. If we carry on the way we are going, football in Kenya, especially professional football, is going to become completely is going to become extinct very, very soon, wa Kenya wenzangu. No one is making money, wa Kenya wenzangu. Kenya Premier League, it is the poorest Premier League that I know. But why? I am not saying this to paint a bad picture. I am saying this so we can take actions, wa Kenya wenzangu. It is terrible, wa Kenya wenzangu, how things are, wa Kenya wenzangu. in Kenya. We must reform our football. We must bring so many bodies that I have talked about in Vision Total Football Kenya. We have to restart our football. We have to go back to zero and restart. The football we have in Kenya cannot carry on. What we have is not football, Kenya wezangu. What we have is called kicking about. If really that was football, Kenya, in terms of economy, would be benefiting so much from football. I want us to take a holistic approach so that football from the village level is all reformed all the way to the national team, Harambee Stars, Wakenya wezangu. Wakenya wezangu, it is so sad to see that 20 years ago, Kenya in FIFA ranking, 20 years ago we were ranked 104. Today we are ranked 106, Wakenya wezangu. So for 20 years we have not improved at all, Wakenya wezangu. So this is about the ranking. On the financial side we have failed totally. So unless we reform our football, Wakenya wezangu, another 30 years to come we are going to be ranked somewhere very bad. If we haven't improved for the last 20 years, how are we going to improve for the next 30, 10, even 4 years unless we do something? And this is why I'm saying I'm going to seek government help. I'm going to seek help from all the political parties in Kenya, because I believe political will is there to change our football in Kenya. But the Football Federation has no vision. This is why things have been going wrong. I have had a lot of discussions in Kenya about building academies in constituencies. That is not going to help the situation of our football. What we need is to empower football clubs, to create new football clubs, to sort football for people with disability. The vision is here. It is complete, Wakenya wezangu. It is the best vision that has been created by an African for Africa. The best vision. And this is why Kenya, we are going to set pace what football should look like, Wakenya wezangu. So Wakenya wezangu, I ask you to support me, subscribe to this channel, and anyone who cares about football in Kenya, please support me. We are going to build our economy based on football. And I have said, service industry, football is one of them. Service industry are going to create jobs for Kenya. Wakenya wezangu, I have said it again on this channel that football will create thousands of jobs. Within 5 years, we can create 50 to 100,000 jobs in football, Wakenya wezangu. Accounts, that are going to be open because of football. 3,000 new bank accounts, Wakenya wezangu, holding billions, that will be paid by people who are playing football. Fee kidogo hapa na pale, village here and there, people paying small subscription fee. We are going to regenerate our economy through football, Wakenya wezangu. So I seek support from all politicians. I seek support from Kenyans from all walks of life. I seek support from Baba Raila Odinga, support me. I seek support from Uhuru Kenyatta. The vision is ready. Please help me so that this vision can become a government program. I see Vision Total Football Kenya. Vision Total Football Kenya is like a Kenyan baby born in the United Kingdom, and the government of Kenya must now adopt this baby, because this baby is going to save Kenyan football. Wakenya wezangu, have a good day. I live in peace. I'm gone. I'm Gakonga, the coach and the pioneer of Vision Total Football Kenya. Thank you. Bye.